YouTube land, just a quick follow-up from the last video. As you may remember, I was racing down at South Coast RC, that's right, with a little bit of this. As per previous video, I was having some engine trouble. Anyway, I later found out what that trouble was upon taking the engine out. I had no compression. Well, I had some, but I could literally thumb and forefinger or index finger, whichever you want to call it, just literally just flip the flywheel around really easy. So that was probably part of my tuning issue. That may have come about through my own fault actually. Like I said, I did last race the car sort of around Slough 2019, I think, for the SRS, or it may have been a little bit after that, I cannot remember. Anyway, I may have stalled the engine at TDC, and that may have been the downfall. So that was suggested to me, and I was like, ah, yes, might be my, I'll put my hands up, that might be my fault. It might not be. It might just be I had a poo engine. Anyway, also, I don't think this following issue is part of my storing it wrongly, but upon disassembly, I found the following. Let's have a look. Anyway, before we carry on, if you could give us a subscribe, yay, that'd be really handy, or a like, or a comment, or share with your friends. That'd be fantastic. Anyway, and also not forgetting the other thing I always forget to say, and smash the bell, like that other dude does. Anyway, he's a character and he's good fun to watch. Anyway, right, back to the business at hand. Here we have the crankshaft out of the HB Orion CRF Ronafolk edition 3-port. Looks fairly normal, you think. Anyway, also we also have here this, which is to our American viewers, if there are any, you will appreciate this because it's Imperial. I learnt in Imperial. This is my trade. This is a micrometer we use in engineering to measure stuff, measure the thickness of things or the outside diameter of bars or whatever. Anyway, whatever it can be applied to, you can use it to measure with. It is not, and I repeat, not, which I've heard it referred to before, a G-clamp with numbers on. And unfortunately, I have seen this used to clamp stuff. People who do this and refer to it as that, they actually want beating to death with a large stick and then beating some more. Anyway, right, so this is Imperial. If you're a 90s or 80s baby, you might not understand what these numbers mean. Anyway, so we have the crankshaft pin there where the conrod sits. And I take a measurement with my micrometer, with not a G-clamp with numbers on. And we can see that that takes a reading of, but that is 0.1965 almost of an inch. Get the so 0.1965. You've got to be really gentle on the I haven't got a ratchet on this one because it's that old. It is a Matutoyo one, so but it's just not got a ratchet on. Anyway, so that's that way around. If we flip this around this way, we can get the thing in shot there, numbers in shot. The light's not very good in here. It actually is very good, but it's a sunny day outside and I have a clear roof, so anyway, we'll wind the dial down. Dial. What am I on? Wrong measuring instrument. Wind the barrel down. And you'll see I have a reading of 5 thou less. That is 5/1000ths of an inch, if you don't know what the terminology is. 5 thou less, which is, in metric terms, for anyone in the UK and possibly the rest of the world who doesn't practice English, that is about 0.125 of a millimetre, which is, so that pin is quite a bit outer round. It's shaped like an egg, basically, for want of a better phrase. Shaped like an egg, as we would call it. Awful. So, upon disassembly of the previous engine, I had actually taken the, well, I took the back plate off and I had a look at the conrod slapping around on that pin with the back plate off. It wasn't any pretty, it wasn't none too pretty, sorry for my bad grammar. It was flapping around there at TDC with a pin going, that's in the outtakes bit surely. Anyway, so I did have a look at the conrod slapping around on the pin on the crankshaft, and it was knocking around quite substantially, which is what made me think of measuring it. Anyway, so what with no compression with a baggy old liner. It's not a euphemism either. Baggy liner and a sloppy pin. That neither is a euphemism. Probably added to my poor running of the day. Anyway, also, you may remember this bit. Like I said a minute ago, go back to Novarossi, I think. Well, I found out in the week, and I'm possibly the last man in the world to find this out, that Novarossi are actually no more and are no longer in production. Who knew? Everyone else except me, it would appear. I had a look around the internet. I couldn't find anything concrete. Many a rumour going around that some other guys have bought some of the machinery and shipped it to another country, the US. Other stories include that someone's bought everything and is going to start making engines again. But I don't know if any of that is actually true, or if there's or if there are more rumours. If you do actually know for sure what happened to Novarossi, because I think they went about a year ago, so I'm led to believe. I'm not entirely sure, maybe 6 months ago. If you have actual facts, then I'll be quite interested to hear. Thank you very much, because I quite liked their engines, and excuse me, sad to see them go. Anyway, so I'm probably going to purchase another manufacturer. Reds is looking quite a promising. What's the word? Replacement. Anyway, that's all for this little video. It's not particularly long, it's not particularly exciting, but I just thought I would do a quick follow-up on last week's race event and the engine trouble I had, because I found out a few things in the interim. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Anyway, if you want to give us a like, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much. And maybe a comment below and tell me what happened to Novarossi, because I really want to know. Just smash the bell, like that other guy says. And all that sort of usual malarkey. Anyway, I'll see you later on the next one. Ciao for now.